The Ministry of Agriculture has released 350 million Kenya shillings to enable farmers to sell their dying livestock to the Kenya Meat Commission as part of mitigation measures against the ongoing drought. Now, the Cabinet Secretary for Agriculture, Mithika linturi, announced the new intervention as he visited Kajiado County, one of the hardest hit by the drought, so that close to 300,000 head of cattle have died and over 1 million others are at risk of death by starvation. Brenda Wanga now reports on the dire situation that has seen a section of the livestock market there turned into an open dumping ground for dead and dying livestock.
The rush to dispose livestock on the verge of death in Kajiado County is real. Herders bring their emaciated animals to the senior market in the hope that someone will offer them a good price, but the situation at the market all but dashes their hopes. Buyers are few and far apart. What is in plenty, though, is a physical representation of the impact of the failed rain seasons. Thrown for as far as the eye can see, carcasses of cows, goats and sheep that didn't make it past market day. This is the third batch of such losses suffered at the market since August this year. Now, traders and farmers at this market have christened this place the Valley of Death, a place where their dead livestock are brought to be destroyed, and those ones that are barely living are also brought to live out the last minutes of their lives as the effects of this drought continue to bite. When we visited the area at midday, one cow appeared to be grasping at the very last embers of life. The owners tell us the animal had no chance of surviving, and the cost of taking it back home was just not worth it. So it joined the dead, waiting its turn. We returned 2 hours later, and true to prediction, it had breathed its last. The losses here are devastating for a community that solely depends on livestock for just about everything.
Ni ngumu sana kwa sababu Wamasai imekuwa benki yao imeharibika. Ya huwa na sahili serikali angalie kwa sababu kiona sahi ng'ombe kama anakufa hivi. Na sahili kwa sababu Wamasai anakuwa maskini zaidi.
Jackson Swipon is a livestock farmer and trader at the nearby slaughterhouse. He has moved his herd from his rural home to this market center in the midst of the biting drought. He tells us the cost of keeping his herd alive in the village wasn't sustainable anymore. He had to spend about 3,000 shillings every day to transport the equally costly hay to the dying animals.
Angalia hii mfuko ni yangu. Inategemea mfuko kama watoto. Ukienda kwa duka ufanya budget ya watoto, unafanya budget ya ng'ombe yako. Sasa ng'ombe kwa siku kama sina 6,000 ama 7,000 wanakaa njaa. Na hizi ndio tegemeo. Sasa sikiisha onekana hata sisi tutaisha. Juu hakuna sasa kimbilio isipokuwa mifugo.
3 months ago, he had 200 heads of cattle. Now only 40 remain. Their remains forming part of this mound of carcasses in what has been christened the Valley of Death in Isinya market. But while the herders are counting losses, middlemen are raking in profits, buying the livestock at throwaway prices by the truckloads to resell at huge margins elsewhere. The ones that don't get bought will waste away in the Valley of Death. In Kajiado County alone, the National Drought Management Authority estimates that close to 300,000 cattle have died due to the drought, and thousands more are facing the same fate. Herders are counting losses running into billions of shillings. The national and county governments are putting in place mitigating measures, including availing 350 million shillings to the Kenya Meat Commission to facilitate the livestock offtake program that will help herders in 23 counties get seed money to restock their herds once the rains come and the grass grows again.
Ndio tunageuza bajeti yetu kutoa pesa katika maendeleo zingine na kuleta kupatia watu chakula. Tunajua maisha ya watu ndio ya kwanza, na ndio sacrifice kila kitu ndio watu wapate chakula.
Wizara yetu iko na program inaitwa Drive. Hii program ya Drive ni ya kusaidia nyinyi livestock keepers kutengeneza feedlots. Pale mnaweza kuweka mizigo kama hapa inapewa chakula hapo, inaweza kupata nguvu kabla inunuliwe.
As they wait for both the offtake program to start, the skies are opening up and the long-anticipated rains have started to fall. The pasture that will sprout may save the surviving livestock, but it has come too late for the thousands of cows, sheep and goats that have already succumbed, and the farmers can only hope for better times once the rains stabilize. Brenda Wanga, Citizen TV, Enisinya, Kajiado County.